world needs Jesus. When I say that, I don't mean that everybody else needs Jesus and we're fine because we're already going to church. We need Jesus just as much as everybody else. Christians sometimes have a bad reputation of being condescending or holier than thou, but ultimately we're here because we're aware of how reliant we are on God. Through his sacrifice, Jesus rescued us. That doesn't mean we need to constantly feel guilty. His sacrifice is so great, it wipes away our guilt and replaces it with permanent joy. In his letter to the Philippians, Paul says, "Rejoice in the Lord always. Again, I will say rejoice." We have so much to be happy about because we're rescued, because we're saved. However, when we deal with people who aren't Christians, we should be careful. After all, we represent Jesus in the world. He calls us to be lights to the world and the salt of the earth. And so it's important that we bring glory to God through the way that we live. Jesus says, talking about children, "Whoever receives one such child in my name receives me. But whoever causes one of these little ones who believe in me to sin, it would be better for him to have a great millstone fastened around his neck and to be drowned in the depth of the sea," in Matthew 18. If we mislead someone by either being prideful in our faith and acting like a Pharisee, or by not living a life full of joy, inspired by the love of Jesus, we are in danger of causing someone else to sin. So first of all, those of us who are Christians should be constantly full of joy because we were rescued. He gives us new life every day. And secondly, when we talk to people who aren't Christians, we should be careful to communicate that our abundant joy comes not from having our lives together, not from having what we need in life, not from being wealthy or having the social status that we want, or being in a position that we're happy in life. But we need to be careful that we communicate that our joy comes from the love of Christ in our lives and the comfort that comes from his perfect grace. If you haven't become a Christian, there is no greater joy than the kind that is found in Jesus. We'd love to study with you, and if you need anything right now, feel free to come to the front as we stand and sing.